Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ben. This is Ben's Art. So today, for past couple days here on Facebook, actually, not on YouTube yet, but I have done a series of paintings, um, and they were the light and all that stuff. So we have darkness paintings that I've not done and I probably will never do. But we also have the light paintings, which is the happy ones, the really cool ones that I have been doing and all that stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and just choose a few things here and there that are for the camera, so it looks better for y'all. Sorry for the little bit of wiggling around and all that stuff in the camera. All right. So anyways, this is it. So while I'm painting, I'll be doing a couple of announcements, telling y'all some heads up, some of the stuff that I want for my channel to start heading off into the direction of, because yeah, right now I haven't been creating as much of the videos and the things that I want to do, but anyways, yeah, I keep saying anyways a lot, so yeah, let's get into this painting. I'll be painting a moonlit landscape. That's why the canvas is black. This is a canvas board just painted black. Okay, so that's it. I gotta get a palette here, or else I'll. Yeah. So the colors I'll be using for this painting are going to be. Let me grab them. The colors I'll be using will be an acrylic Coraline or Caroline blue. This is the red apple brand. Another red apple brand I'll be using just white. And then we'll be using multi-surface indoor outdoor apple barrel black. Then we'll be using the folk art floating medium. If you have never painted an oil painting, then it's gonna be a little hard to explain this to you. But if you do oil painting, then you know, if you're doing the Bob Ross, which is the wet on wet technique for painting, then you know you put down your liquid white first, and then that allows you to blend your colors in. That's kind of what this does, but we don't put it over the whole entire canvas. You can mix it into paints, and then you can do it with other parts, and it's confusing to explain it. I'll just have to let you see how I use it. But yeah, that's the only paintings, that's the only colors we'll be using in this painting. I have a variety of paint brushes that we'll be using during this painting. Not all of those, of course, but a good number of them. So yeah, let's get into this painting. I'm going to take some black, some white. I'm going to try and keep them as far away as possible because I don't want these colors to mix on the on this palette yet. I want them to mix when I mix them. One thing that's very weird about this paint right here is if you mix it with either the black or the white, this almost becomes instantly gray. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah. When we finish, if you would like, I can show y'all how to Mod Podge the painting. So, yeah. Put the floating medium in here, and it's clear. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So you gotta get that out of your brush. You gotta get a lot of that out of your brush, or else your brushes will end up stiff and crunchy. So I don't think that's how you want your paintbrush to be. I'm gonna be cleaning my brushes with this. This is just a oil painting glass, and it has wire in the bottom. And I use those, even though they are made for oil painting, I prefer to use them because I feel like I get my brushes a lot cleaner when I use that. And instead of using just straight up water, I use mostly 2/3 rubbing alcohol, which is about 70%, and then I use 1/3 water. So yeah. So I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take this round brush right here, and I'm gonna take some white, straight up white, and we're gonna make a moon right here. Okay. I'm gonna paint So it's going to be a little circle on the painting. I'm probably going to make it a little bigger than that. I'm just tapping it. It doesn't have to be a solid coat. In fact, it'd actually help a little bit if it's not just a full cover-up, and if you leave a little bit of the black painting or the black canvas underneath. Show it through a little bit. Alright, we'll just take a little bit of, just a touch, just like a barely tap of that blue. You can come around in the corner. And just tap it on the corners a little bit to shade it, because even the moon has shading. And there you go. The moon. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create some clouds. Here's where the floating medium is going to come in very, very soon. Just not yet, but it's about to come in. So anyways, we're going to come right here, about right here on our painting. And I'm just going to tap. When I paint, it's almost kind of like the Bob Ross style, but just with acrylics. So that always makes it fun. Just gonna tap. And if you have to, you can come back down here and fill it up. And there, we have the beginning of a cloud. And what you're going to do then is you're going to fade it off. Fade off this down here. Hi, and welcome to the painting. Sorry, I kind of jumped in. I was like, there's somebody who's watching now. Thank you so much for joining. We're painting a winter scene because it is hot outside. So, yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the floating medium and you're going to run it down the bottom, okay? And then you're just going to take another brush, a dry brush, okay? You can use this brush. And you're just going to blend out the colors. Because it's going to pick up those colors, so you need to take them, grab them, and just blend them. We're going to be using this blending technique, as I call it, a lot throughout this painting, so be very mindful of how I do this. I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can too, because for this painting to work, you have to know how to blend or fade. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to take some more of that blue, the Caroline blue, and we're going to tap up here. Hope I'm not in the way of the camera. I can come closer if I needed to. Alright, I'm going to take this, it's called a filbert brush. No, this isn't a filbert brush, sorry. This is a angular brush. Sorry, not a filbert brush. I'm just going to kind of blend it out. Okay, take a little bit of floating medium, just tap it in there. And here we go. Blending. I'm going to wait till a couple people get on here. Finish the video and a bunch of people get on here. I will put when I do the announcement down in the description so you don't have to sit here and watch me ramble throughout the whole video if you're later on in the future. So, yeah. Trying to get this cloud right here done, and then we'll move on to the next one. So I think that cloud looks good. So we're just going to move on to the next cloud. And we're just going to do the same thing here, but this time we're going to come down. Okay. Just take it. And that's it. Here. Just push it in a little bit. And fade it out. Normally clouds don't just kind of like stop directly in the middle like that, so they just kind of like fade off a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and there's some kind of like streak of white, and I'm gonna mix it with some blues here and make that translucent. So we're gonna add floating medium. I use this floating medium a lot in my paintings. So you just put it across your side there. Right there. And get pretty sky right there. Alright, now we can clean our brushes. We really don't have to 100% worry too much about the painting as far as the brush cleaning, but I still want to keep the brushes fairly clean throughout it, so I just want to keep the brushes going. So you clean off the brushes after you finished your sky, and then we're about to work on the mountains. And then after we do the mountains, we're going to work on the bottom line. Painting is mountains here, and then we're going to have a path coming up here, and somebody's going to be down here, and they're going to be walking throughout the snow, and we're going to have trees lining the walkway. So that's my goal, and that's my plan. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to sculpt out what we want our mountains to look like. I had to grab a brush when I want to look good. Use this brush. Alright, so we're going to take white, black, and we're going to make gray. You don't want it to be too dark of a gray, you want it to be fairly light. And then we're going to come up here. Take it and make some mountains. Yeah, that looks good. And we're just going to fade it off down here. Like that. And there's your lineup for your mountains. And I'm just going to take this darker color here, quickly line that out. And take another darker color. And it's going to quickly block in our basic layout of how it's going to go. So you can already kind of see how your mountains are going to lay out. So, there we go. And I just kind of opposite did that mountain right there, but that's okay. Really, this mountain is not paying attention much to... Well, in this painting, we're not really paying attention too much about how the lighting is sitting throughout the painting. We're just more worried about it looking good this time. We're not really worried about fixing all the colors. So, yeah. So now that you have that done, then we're going to take some white up here. And we're just going to kind of right here. It's going to make some snow. Really tight. And that should, from here, it looks like you can kind of tell what it is. From here, you can really tell it's actually a mountain, but in the video, from what I can see, you can't. So I do apologize for that. Live streams normally aren't the best for this. For those who really just don't want to watch this video all the way through, because you have probably more important things to do, I probably will speed this video up. I'll just like do a walkthrough video of it later. Makes it a lot easier for a lot of people. So, now we're just kind of like breaking up the edges of the painting, or the snow, all that stuff in this painting. So there we go. Now it's starting to look like mountains from what I can see in the camera. when I do my Facebook live streams for my Facebook followers that I have, that's a private setup, I have to be very careful because some of the paintings that I do in person, they'll look absolutely beautiful. But when I look on the picture on the live stream, all you see is blobs everywhere, and I'm just like, that's not what it looks like in person. So it makes me mad. Take this up here. Alright. Now that we've done that, I'm going to take some of this blue here, and we're going to make the snow on the other side of the mountains. Just kind of pat some on the other side of the coast too. And there you go. Mountains. Can't believe nobody's jumped on yet. Only a few people. I did choose a really bad time of the day and day to film this, but it's okay. I'll probably just turn this into a normal video, so it'll be okay. Well, shoot. I kind of accidentally just tapped that up, but you know what? It'll be alright. We'll just turn it into a nice little cloud. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. Fix that. Just turn it into a little cloud. Just keep going. And all we have to do now is just kind of outline this mountain a little bit because when we did that, we slightly messed it up. But there we go. Just kind of outline this. Add some color there. Pull the mountains here and there. And that's it. Now you got mountains. Sorry I keep shaking the camera so much. It makes me bad to feel that when I shake the camera. Alright. So now we have all of this and it's really pretty now. But what we have to do now is we have to add floating medium to it. So we have to take this and we're going to tap floating medium around and we're going to do circles. Okay. Add a little bitty circles. And you gotta scrub the painting. Not too hard, but just kind of like lightly scrub. And then you're gonna add white with that floating medium. And that's gonna give you a really nice mist effect. It'll be a little choppy down at the bottom, but we're not really worried about bottom chop. We're worried about just the top and getting it to look like mist. Alright, so we're just going to kind of swoop. If you need to add a little more white, you do that. Just kind of bring it up, flick it, twist it, whatever you have to do. Just shave it down there. And ta-da. Misty Mountain. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we can finally start adding some backgrounds and all that stuff into the painting to push those mountains even further back into the painting. And then once we do that, we can start adding our trees and then we'll be done. This painting does not take long at all. It's a very quick painting. But anyways, we're going to take some black, white, mix that together, throw a little blue in there if you want, And I'm going to add a little bit more black just to darken it up. We're going to come right here and start making trees. All I'm doing is taking the brush and just doing that. It makes tiny little lines throughout the whole painting. Kind of like, you know, when you see a heartbeat, like the heartbeat lines. That's what this looks like. But a little bit more like someone's having a heart attack. If that more explains it. So, yeah. Fade off your colors. Off into the corner. Spread some of this color down there. And Shazam. Then you have a row of trees. You really can't see it in the video from what I can tell, but I can. So anyways, we're going to make a darker layer of that. So add less white to the mixture. Okay. So we can do it again. This is just going to push the colors back. You can add a little tree there, some little scraggly trees, a little faint tree here and there. Load the brush again. When I load the brush, I'm doing this with the motion, so it kind of like makes it. You could probably see that really well now. Fade this off and down there. Down that area. Alright. And there you go. Trees on trees. And I'm going to take some white. It's very scary because we're making a road now. We're going to go ahead and map out the road. So you're going to take your line. Here out. Here out. I'll just paint it white. It doesn't have to be a solid white. Just a fair looking white. Here we go. And that's going to give you a road heading to a bunch of trees, and it just stops. So I'm going to throw a little bit of blue in there just to give it some color, because we don't want to just have really straight white painting. No, this way. So there you go. That's your colors. So clean off the brush. I'm still using the same brush I've used throughout almost the whole entire painting, so yeah. That explains much. So we are going to now take we're going to take some light blue, or that Caroline blue, mix it with some white. And we're going to start painting trees, and like actual large trees, into the painting. So we're going to take this and zigzag it across. And it's going to give you trees. Just take it like that. And you get trees. Alright, so here's your first tree. Okay. just take white, just a little white, and you're going to touch these little sections right here on the tips of the branches, and that gives it a snowy effect. And you don't have to do the whole entire tree. I'm just kind of lightly tapping white just so the color are there. Doesn't really matter. So there you go. Got a tree in there. Alright. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take blue again, add just a little bit of white, and black. So you're left with like a bluish gray. It should be darker than this one. Alright. And now our tree's going to start right here. And you can go over the tree, you can overlap, you can do all of that. Just like that. And that's it. This is a basic painting. This is actually a painting that I would recommend for first-time painters, just because it is so easy to do. Alright? And if that color still stayed, hasn't dried by the time you've already made it, you can just take a little bit of black, mix it in there, and you'll get a slightly darker color. And then we'll come up to here, and you can just tap. Okay. So make a larger tree if you'd like. Probably will. You can use a fan brush if you have one. I lost my fan brush for acrylic painting, so I have to use this brush. But it would probably actually make it a lot easier for you if you used a fan brush. But I can't use my fan brush right now because I don't have one. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's how you paint the trees. Like that. And then we'll come in later and we'll add snow and all that stuff. And we'll also add some grass, and we're going to add a person here. Well, I guess the person's going to go right there because I marked a piece right there. So, anyways, I keep saying so anyways. I need to stop. We're going to paint the next tree again. This one, we're going to give it a hard life. We're going to paint him sideways. He's going to be a little crooked. Maybe someone came and stepped on him when he was growing. Having a hard life. Maybe the wind got him. Something. Not all your trees have to be straight. Anyways, we're going to take this tree. Not all the trees have to be perfectly uniform. Shazam. Trees. Alright, now we're going to take some black, blue, white, mix it all together. And get this color again. Make a line. We're going to make this one a really nice tall tree. Okay. Nice, tall, thick. Nice, really big trees lined up, so that's good. Alright, now that our trees are lined up, we can put snow on them. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the same effect that we've done throughout the whole entire painting with the layered color effect. That's all you gotta do. Just tap. Except for your snow's not gonna get darker. It's just gonna change colors a little bit, not too much. In fact, if you wanted it to, it could actually get lighter the further back it came. That would actually even help it. Trees. Woo! Alright. I don't think we'll be using any more floating... Oh, we are. Yeah. Sorry. We are. I forgot. We're going to use floating medium in a minute. I was about to say, I don't think we're going to use any more. We are. Alright. Here we're going to pay a little bit more attention to where we place the snow on our trees because it has to kind of fit in with the tree. Quickly paint some stuff. That should be it for that one tree. So it looks like a tree now. That. That looks good. It's very good. Very pretty. Tap it. My trees are getting a lot more realistic now the more I paint trees. I used to be terrible at trees. Absolutely awful. In fact, just a bit more here and there, So I think I got it now. There we go. So anyways, yeah. My phone said low battery mode. That's not good. Alright. So all that's done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit. Forgot about that. A little bit of white. Some black. More white. Like a weird gray. Too much paint on the brush. Alright, so now we're painting grass. It's very quick, very simple, and very easy, this technique. And most of it actually is going to get covered up anyways, so it's just going to be white, basically. So, sounds like an ASMR video. Alright, so now you can come up with some white. You can tap, tap, tap. Alright, take a little bit of blue. You can just kind of soak it through. basically how you paint a winterscape. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a fan brush, the one that we used for all the blending back here. Now we're going to take a little bit of floating medium, where that thing is, and we're going to mix it with some white. And we're going to dull it down a lot, because I made that be too thick. Okay. So we mixed it up. Now we're going to take the one that we used for the moon up here, and we're just going to swirl it around. And you're just going to take it, and you're going to make mist. And we're going to blend out all of this back here. So it looks as if it all just kind of fades away. Make sure you blend in those trees as well. Good. So that's it. Alright, now that that's done, we can paint the little person in the middle of the painting. So it's going to be right here. Right there in the middle of the painting. Now they get a shadow. Just me and my shadow walking down the avenue. I see me and my shadow. And if you want to make them thinner or look a little bit different, you gotta do just go in here and thin it out. That's it. Look a little creepy. It looks a little creepy right there. So that's it. That's how you paint. So we're gonna take this brush, and we're going to run it around in some white paint. And if you want, I'm going to just throw a little blue in there. Alright. Over here to the corner. Put my initials in the painting. Alright. So that's the painting. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Of those that watched. No one watched the whole live stream, so this is to future people who watched. And anyways, I'm just going to talk a little bit since the painting's done. So, anyways, I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately on my YouTube channel, and that's because I've had a lot of stuff going on, and stuff's gone on and happened where I wasn't able to film videos. And now that the school year's kind of started, I should be able to start producing some more videos here and there. Hopefully I'll be posting them at least. I want to try and post a video once a week, but it'll probably turn out being more about once every 2 weeks. But here's the crazy part. I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight into stuff that's going to be happening, and I'm super excited about because I'm so excited to make these videos. But I'll be doing creepy drawstas and storytelling videos while I draw, while also posting normal drawing videos, while also posting a new type of video. Alright, y'all ready for this? This is the piece of resistance, the addition to the YouTube channel, the theme, the whole everything that's coming up very soon that I've been waiting to announce, and that I've already announced to my Facebook followers, but now to my YouTube followers. So I'm super excited to announce this. I will be adding special effects makeup to the YouTube channel. Yay! I'll be adding special effects makeup to the channel, so therefore, every week, I'm probably going to post it like this. One week will be drawing videos, and the very next week will be makeup videos. So it'll be drawing, makeup, drawing, makeup, drawing, makeup. You'll still get a video every week, but one will be drawing and the other one will be special effects. But during October, you'll get a drawing and special effects makeup and storytelling all in 1 week. Storytelling will be done on the weekends, except for the one that will be done on Halloween. So this is the big announcements and all that stuff. I have a whole other schedule of everything else I want to do for the channel, but that's just a little look into for this month's review. So yes, be watching out. Special effects makeup videos coming in. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all when it's happening. It's happening in September. So this coming up month, that's when it's happening. So it's gonna be crazy. Let's get into this. I'll see y'all next time, guys. I'll see y'all later. Until next time, bye guys. Auf Wiedersehen and Tschüssen.